start with? Is it rotting? You said yes to rotting first, right? Okay, let's I could kind of hear you. I couldn't really though.
It's pretty quiet.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's hope it's hearable on the playback, I guess.
Yeah.
You guys hear the bass drums now?
Yeah.
Was it good? Like,
It sounded pretty.
because if I'm not going to use the triggers, then the therapy's a little bit off.
A lot of places will mic you up on the bass.
Okay, that's pretty helpful.
I don't know if this place
They might not, but as long as it's not.
is. It's a familiar
absolutely maxed. You're absolutely maxed.
It's pretty loud.
I can hear you now, actually. Like, it's about as loud as I hear myself, so that's a good sign.
What's the next one?
Man, I didn't print that set list. Do you remember?
I think dissipation's next to the drum station.
Okay, dissipation it is. I couldn't tell because I couldn't tell if it was my amp or yours, but you played the rhythm part at the end there, right?
Yeah, I didn't have time to learn the lead.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Totally cool. I could hear you at the very beginning very, very well. It seemed like you lost your position towards the middle there, but it sounded
The
great.
second half, I got fucked up on my timing, and
Yeah.
I could not pick it back
I mean, like, at the very beginning, we were like, the first half of the song was super strong. That was like perfect. So, I don't know how to win. Hey, jazz leader there, right now, pipe up.
I always forget that it doesn't stop. It doesn't like there's no break.
Yeah,
So
dude.
it always.
Did you know that the recording on that's like public is one take?
Oh, dude, that sucks.
Do you know how fucking like amazed I am that I got that whole entire like 4 verse chorus with no breaks?
We might need to bring mine down just a hair because it's yours.
Really? Well, I mean, like honestly,
I keep getting feedback though.
I can hear the feedback over the top of the guitar and all stuff.
You don't have the microphone, you can't feedback.
Alex, you have stuff that's like in your head memorized, or is it just not there?
Yeah, I'm also looking at
Okay.
it here, but I mostly.
Alright, looks like we're getting ready for the break, guys.
I don't know that.
Yeah, but the lyrics aren't even done for it, so.
Yeah, they were.
Hey, That's good.
Not major ones.
Yeah, same. I made a couple, not many, but.
It's been a
Yeah,
while.
but that's like one of the first times we've gotten through that song and like had it. You know what I mean? Like we, like no question about it. That was ready for the grave. We're ready for the grave. What's song for? Yo, what's song for? Doom.
I love being ready for the grave. Hold on.
Could you give me a thumbs up? Is my phone up, like recording still?
Let's see.
No, wait. It fell over. Hang on.
Too ready for the grave.
Oh, yeah. Roll the shuttle.
Yeah.
Let me. Wait, that shouldn't fall, I hope.
I got a better idea.
There we go.
The real question is the grave ready for us?
No, the grave's not ready for us. That is a good question.
Belmont Billiards is not ready for it.
We're probably the wildest.
Yeah, the people at Harrisburg are not prepared for that film, I don't think.
Yeah, probably.
What are the other bands that you're playing with? What? What kind of bands are you playing with?
We're playing with a stoner metal band, and then two others need to fill the bill right now, so I guess we don't know. Maybe we'll be like the biggest posers there. We could have two like true cult black metal bands sign up last minute. Who knows? Okay.
Oh, dude, that's right.
Yeah. wavy in there.
I heard that.
Yeah.
No, I a little jazzy at the end there on the song anymore.
Yeah, he loves to play jazz.
He likes jazz and metal, but he doesn't like fucking Mr. Bungle.
Yeah, he doesn't like Mr. Bungle. What's wrong with
It's not good.
you? That's what
You're a bitch.
Yeah.
All right, Alex, this is number 5. What? Dagger. Hey, it's dagger time. That felt pretty good.
Yeah, that's all it always gets.
I made a mistake.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah. It wasn't too bad though. It didn't throw me
I
off.
made a couple of mistakes. I was like 1 fret off for some of that. The first repetition of it, I was like playing devil's tritone territory there.
That last one was the one big thing.
The da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One big
Yeah, it's so groovy. I think it's such a weird riff because it came from the yeah, that's too loud. Like the really fast one there, like it comes from that, but they're like totally different, like ends of the spectrum. One's like pure death metal, the other's just groovy, you know?
Yeah, I think that's actually like, that's where you guys are really locking into that, in those like groovy sections. You know?
Yeah, I can't, it's kind of hard to hear, like if I'm locked in with him right now, like the tones are kind of blending together a bit. But yeah, definitely in those sections. Dun, 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 dun. It's really the final riff? Yo, chill.
Like, instead of having one instead of having one you can
I thought of this idea for that riff, where instead of hanging on.
Oh shit, what do I do?
You fucking broke it. This is so sad. Do a rip shot.
Feel it? Oh, there we go.
Yo, stop.
Where instead of just like hanging on each chord and having it be like sort of a swung, not swung, but like a little more wide open feeling, I thought it'd be cool if the drums did double bass there, just like a slow like and then
I can kind of hear what you mean.
the riff, instead of hanging on the chords, if you, I forget how I played that. I should learn guitar. You can, I think I recorded it actually.
Oh, sweet, yeah, if you could just put that in the chat then.
Yeah. But anyway, it kind of like fills it, makes it a little like slimier, if you will. Could be cool, I don't know.
Well, that's I think we're pretty satisfied with the drums and the guitars on the dagger. Like, it's pretty top tier, I think, for us. But I'm open to suggestions. What is number 6?
Immortal.
Immortal.
And after that is torn apart. Yeah.
One more time. you want to come in after the first of 3 repetitions finishes. So, maybe after that.
Which lyric? Was that Elvis's? The lyric.
Yeah, the lyrics. They come in after 1 repetition of that riff. It plays 3 times. You come in for the second and third repetitions, but you got nothing for the first. So, like, you know how the harmony comes in at the final part? That's the third half, third, whatever. And then you also have lyrics for 4 half, but not for the very beginning of that section. Join the party. Stick first on. slow tempo there.
It started towards the end.
What?
It started towards the end.
Yeah, the ending felt a little flat because it wasn't very fast. I'm not flat.
I don't know if it's just the pedal, but you're like the lead riff was coming out very like sloppy sounding.
What thing?
The lead riff.
The what?
The lead riff. was coming out a little
You mean the main
softly.
riff? Like. That one?
Yeah. I don't know what
At
it
the
was.
end, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm still deliberating on whether or not to even put that in because it's not on the studio release, and I don't think that it sounds particularly great.
Okay.
I guess that's just what I'm
That's
used
why
to.
it sounded so like wildly different to me.
Yeah, it's not on the studio release. It's just it's supposed to be sevenths instead of fifths. Not sevenths, but 7 frets up instead of 5. If that's not what you heard, then that's probably because I was fucking it up. I don't know. That's what it's supposed to sound like. In isolation with that,
It just
Makes
sounded
sense
like
there?
you might have been like overextending on your frets.
yeah, maybe. I'm not super sure about that riff being at the end anyway, though. Do you think it works at the end of that harmony?
So I was kind of.
Hey, can you guys play it down for real? Like while talking?
I was kind of having trouble hearing, like, would you like riffs?
Sorry. So full disclosure, this is the song I'm probably the least familiar with on the set list, and there's feedback. I was having trouble hearing like the whole string section basically.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like that riff. I've tried it a few times. It's a little like finger gymnastics.
Yeah.
It might just be that. It might just be that it's like there's a lot happening. Standing back here, I was kind of moving around also just so I'm not getting like pummeled by one amp or the other.
Yeah.
Just to kind of get like a nice spread of everybody. And kind of no matter where I stood, it didn't really matter. I was just getting like a big wall of like.
Yeah. That's part of the problem I've had here with rehearsing. Like, we don't have like a PA
Right.
in here, and that stupid interface is not workable.
Right.
So it's really hard for me to hear myself a lot of the time
Yeah, I
when we're
figured-
playing here, honestly.
I figured a lot of it is just the setup we have here.
Yeah.
You're definitely limited by what you've got here.
It's a contributing factor for sure, but like, I think we need to be able to play in the face of that because like, we can't guarantee good conditions like every shows.
That's the reality of a lot of venues.
Yeah.
It's like you're basically just relying on amp volume. So
Mhm.
you know, I thought the stuff like on Doom and Whirl, I thought you guys sounded a lot better. I thought you sounded a lot tighter on those. Those are also like the kind of slower,
Mhm.
groovier, simpler ones.
Was Torn Apart passable though? Like, do you think a crowd that's not musical would be grooving?
I think so. I think I wouldn't open with that.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it's not. You're not opening with that. If you're
Yeah,
gonna
that's
go on
the
that
set.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm also like super picky of my own work, right?
Yeah.
To the point where like I'll listen if I'm recording something, like if it's going on an album, I'll go back and I'll listen to it in like isolation to a click, and if I hear it start to kind of walk away from the click a little bit, it's gone.
Mm.
Right.
Yeah, I did the same thing on record. I spent like an entire day recording that riff, but I think for live, I have a different mindset, I guess.
Yeah. I don't think you'd lose the crowd.
Okay,
No, I don't.
that's kind of what we're worried about mostly. We just needed that EP to get out so that we could play shows as soon as possible because let's be honest, like the first 4 songs that we have released, they're not as good as the other ones. So that brings me to the question, did you think Rotting and Grave, for example, those ones sound good?
Ready for the Great sounded good.
Okay, then yeah, that's pretty much what we're after. Like those songs, those are the ones we need to be locked in on because
Sure.
those are like the ones we're going to be playing once we release the rest of the material.
Sure.
So
So I actually, regarding the track Dissipation, I was actually wondering like, that's a black metal song through and through.
Mhm.
Like, it's sort of out of place in the set list,
yeah,
in my opinion. It was one of the better ones actually in terms of just how tight everybody was.
Yeah.
I imagine that's just because you've had more time with it.
Have you guys considered black metal?
Oh yeah, we definitely considered black metal. I met him through a band that was black metal. That's how I got into doing like music and recording. Because he needed a vocalist, so that's kind of where I started like my music journey more or less.
Okay, so you've got black metal covered already. You're looking
Yeah.
into the death metal stuff. Okay. Cool.
We have other black metal songs.
Uh-huh.
Like there's. That's Desecrated Soul, and we also have Narrow Road. And then there's also Dragged. Let's do the chorus. So yeah, we have not 50-50, but we have probably like a good, I would say 30% of our songs are black metal.
Okay.
And I guess the thought is that it kind of works in our favor if we have a show and say there's like 2 other black metal bands, then we know what the fuck we're playing, right? Like we know which songs we're gonna bring out.
Yeah, part of me, I agree with you in part. The other part of me says, does that, like, if I'm listening to an album for the first time.
Yeah, it is weird. I know what you mean.
Like, band I've never heard before, if I get 3 tracks of one genre and then a track of another, I'm like, what the fuck?
We
You know what I'm
are
saying?
we are a bit curious, at least I am. I am a bit worried and curious of how that's going to pan out because, like, so far we don't have like a one specific theme for the album. I guess it's sort of just like the songs that I wrote and the songs that we have now that we're just playing with. And I know that I want to release all the stuff that I wrote like under the same name, pretty much. I don't know. Maybe the next album is going to be all the death metal tracks, and the next one we just do all the black metal tracks. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah, we have a good mix of black metal in there as well. So I could see it being out of place though.
I think it's kind of fine
Because especially if you're playing to like a mixed crowd, you don't really know who's gonna be into what. So I think it's like fine especially if we're gonna keep making black metal stuff at some point, to have at least 1 or 2 in the set list that would be like that.
Yeah.
I think it would still be okay. Just one, I will say, is a little jarring. But I mean, it's what we got for right now. I think it still works because the chorus of it is still very death metal-y.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of where like you gotta stay in a way. Like if it's gonna be a death metal project, make it a death metal project, right? You can inject some kind of like flavor of black metal in there, but like if it's a black metal song, that's different, and that's like what when you hear it. So
That is definitely something that's been on my mind, but I really don't know what to do about it. Like, I just kind of write the songs that I feel like writing. I've been looking for like a vision of sorts, but I guess I don't have it. I just end up writing stuff. And at this point, I think I have probably like 3 or 4 songs in like 4 different genres. I've got like Swedish death, there's like some Black death, and there's just some pure black metal, and then there's some more classical Florida style death metal.
Yeah.
And those are like the 4 genres that I mostly stick to, I guess.
Okay.
And at this point, there's probably enough for an EP for each one of those like different subgenres. So I don't know. I guess like the more I write, the more we'll figure out. It's a train out there.
I think if you want any of my input for future writing, I would try to hone in as much as possible on songs like Doom and Immortal, and maybe just like toss some black metal influence in there.
I kind of agree. I thought that was where you guys sounded the tightest, and
Because I think that's where I feel the strongest with everything too.
And if you guys are looking like you want to play out and you want to play often, be tight, right?
Yeah.
Because so with my band in Jersey, Trog, they like we constantly butt heads. Like we'll write something where one of us is like, oh, this is sick, you know, it's crazy, like it's, you know, magic on the fretboard, right? And it doesn't necessarily translate to recording, like even though it's cool and it's complex and technical and whatnot.
Yeah.
The thing that we always repeat to ourselves is like the only person who cares how hard it is the person who wrote it, right? And so like if you kind of have something where like, I don't know if you guys felt it, but standing here I did. That's Doom, Immortal, Ready for the Grave. Those are the kind of feelings where you all gelled the best. Where I was standing over here and I was like, this sounds the most like a cohesive unit. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. What did you think of writing?
I thought it was good. I thought maybe, that was the first track, right?
Yeah.
Track 1. I would maybe, I don't know, maybe if you ran it again now that you're like all warmed up.
Let's do that, because I want to play writing anyway.
Run it again.
How would you rate like the set list overall?
I wouldn't
guess?
start with that one.
You what?
I would not start with that one.
You wouldn't start with rotting?
I would not.
Which would you start with?
Probably do Immortal Mortal. They're a lot simpler, they're a lot tighter, and they're a lot easier to bob your head to.
Would you think Doom would be a good one to start with? Like just the. I think that's just such a good opener.
Yeah,
So we'll adjust it to be that way then.
I'm a big believer in keep it simple, stupid, and that's one that like, if you grab me immediately, you've got my attention for a lot longer. Than if it starts with a song where like, for example, if I may be brutally honest, at the midpoint of that song where it cuts for a little bit and there's like the very short bass solo and then it jumps back into the like, what is it, like 15/8 section? I don't remember.
That's exactly what it is.
Is it 15?
Actually, yeah.
Oh,
Dun, 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 dun. Did you say that as a joke?
No, is it 15/8?
It's 58,
Okay,
yeah.
it felt like a measure of 7, measure of 8, so I thought that's okay. It feels like two different songs. It feels like, if that makes sense, like, it feels like the song has happened, now it's stopping, and then something else happens, and then it gets back to that 15/8, I'm like, oh, it's the same song, right? So, as a member of the audience who has never heard the band before, who has never, like, isn't familiar with the songs, which, you know, when you're just a band that's starting out, that's everybody, right? You want to grab them by the balls, and you want to do it instantly, right? So a song like Doom has just got that very simple, like, harmony, something, like, it's more of a rhythm where you can stand there and do this to it. That's gonna hook people more.
I think I kind of agree with that because like Doom is probably the simplest.
Like,
And I think it would be a really good song to get people just invested first.
Yeah.
yeah. Like, okay, to give it a really extreme example, you mentioned Florida Death. What's gonna, if you've never, pretend you've never heard any of these bands before, and Obituary walks out and starts with Redneck Stomp, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, that, or like some like Infant Annihilator shit. You've never heard either of these bands, right? One is and the other one is I'm not saying that that's what that is, but which one hooks you better? Start with the one that hooks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because then you kind of like buy the customer, you buy the audience's attention with that. You know what I'm saying?
So out of the songs that we did play, like all 7 of them, do you think any of them were outright like bad?
I don't think they're bad. I just, you know, if there's any complaints that I have with any of the songs, I think some of them are a little long.
Which ones?
I do think that one, Ronnie Cross, is a little bit long.
Really?
Yeah, I think Dagger Slash is a little long as well. That's about it that comes to mind.
Wow, that's crazy. You hear that? I guess I've never thought about it like that, but
I think I kind of agree on Rotted Cross because it does start to kind of feel a little like I don't know how to describe it. Like I feel like I'm ready for the song to be over towards the end of it, but
yeah.
Like
I think the main reason for that is that bass section at the end and then the repetition of the chorus.
to a grinding halt.
Yeah. I feel that. I don't know. It's just, I guess I'm surprised to hear that because like to me, and I think I speak for like the majority of us, Dagger Slash and Rotting Cross are like our 2 favorites like to play and to hear.
I think
That's because they are the most fun, like especially Dagger. That main rhythm, that shit's fun, right? That took me forever. That came out of abs, but I don't know. It's just like when you're just starting out, it should just be hook, like grab the audience by the fucking balls, right? Because then when you have their attention, then you can hit them with the crazier stuff, right?
Okay, so you're not saying that it's. I guess I was just conflating what you were saying with like critiquing the songs and not like the play, like how we play the songs. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, just open with something that grabs people. And when it comes to writing stuff, think of catchy shit in mind. And another thing that I argue with the guys who talk about is like my drummer in particular. He's in like 4 bands, all death metal, and he like if something heading for mid has a chord progression, he's like, ooh, I don't know, that's kind of sellout. I'm like, it's a progression. If we play it live, people can like kind of have a home base in their brain, and it's like, oh, I've heard this before. I know what's about to happen because there's an expectation of payoff.
Yeah.
Right? So like when it comes to writing, like again, Doom, Immortal, Rehearsal, all of those have things that like I was sitting here like, oh shit, okay, I was like, I get what's happening now. You know what I'm saying? I listen to like, I'm super critical of when I go to like a death metal show or if I go to see a band that I know and there's bands that I don't know that are opening for them. If I'm just, I don't know, I'm a very critical person when it comes to music. If you don't have me in the first 30 to 45 seconds, I check out.
Sweet. Yeah, dude, that's super helpful to think about. Could you do me a favor and write down like a short summary to the Wretched Knell Discord channel?
Okay.
So that I can process it later when we're not on the clock here, like paying for the time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like kind of an asshole walking in, just being like.
No, it's like super helpful.
Yeah, it is helpful. I see, because like I wanted to say I don't think either of those are bad songs by any means. Because probably my second favorite song out of all of them that I've been learning to do vocals to is Ride.
Yeah.
But it's just that one section. I think it may just be that it's too long. Maybe if it was like a shorter little bass section, it feels like it grinds to a halt. It's very sudden.
Yeah.
But
I can see that.
none of it's bad.
Anyway, I think we should try to do song 11 at least. Intro, chorus, intro, slow section.
I'll try, but that's
chorus.
not gonna get. That's not gonna.
You know the beat for the intro and the chorus, right?
Yeah.
If you just did those 2 beats alternating the entire time, then you would have it. Pretty much. That's fine, yeah. I'm more worried about like the guitar parts here. I need to remember it myself as well.
Before you guys start, I'm gonna get rolling.
Yeah.
So it was nice to meet everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to. I'll send you guys some like videos and some little notes. Mental notes I was taking. So you guys can
Yeah.
but no, you guys sound really good. So thank you for mentioning the room. I think you guys sound great there. I think as you like start thinking of new material, that's kind of the feeling. that
Yeah.
you should, like,
I think that's good to hear because I think all the other songs we have are a lot catchier.
So.
Anyway, yeah. We're gonna practice some of the songs that we haven't like done a ton of practice on. And yeah, we'll see you later.
All right, it was really nice to meet you guys. I have a question. Yes.
Drums alone, did that sound alright?
I thought your playing was fantastic.
Thank you. I'm super critical.
I thought your playing was actually really good.
You played the shit out of the drum.
If you could rate our entire set list, like supposing that we ordered it like Doom, Immortal first, for example, how well did we play the songs? Like how many mistakes did you notice from us? Because I know I was screwing up some of those songs. A lot of that is, I think, because it's hard to hear myself and John here, but
And I think it's a lot more fair when you're playing in a venue, like not venue, but like a venue or rehearsal space where everybody can hear what everybody is doing. If you were in a scenario like that, and I was hearing like little flubs here and there, or like, oh, somebody kind of fell out of time. In Dagger, I did notice a couple times you guys in the fast riff were kind of coming out of time.
Yeah.
Not majorly, but you like kind of fall, like one person would kind of drag half a beat or rush half a beat. Nothing major. No, I thought you guys were playing this fine.
okay. So in general, you'd say it was fine.
I would say it's fine.
Okay, that's good. Well, I'm hoping that when we play this first venue that we're going to be able to hear ourselves. That's going to be crucial.
And you know what? Honestly, it's like it's in Kentucky, right?
That's a Dayton.
Oh, it's in Dayton.
Yeah.
Okay. Why did I think was somebody mentioned Kentucky?
I probably said I had all my connections where I did shows are in Kentucky. I might have said something like that. experience like playing live has been in other states. I haven't done a whole lot in Ohio.
So, I mean, like, do you know a lot of bands in this area? Like, in this area?
I have like a 75-point list of like venues and bands and so on and so on. Wow.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, use the fact that it's not, like, here, just go fucking crazy. Like, get up on stage, bang your fucking heads, and just leave it all there because you'll be able to tell how you did afterwards and, like, know when you got work done, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I thought you guys sounded good.
Sweet.
I certainly wouldn't be the person doing this.
That's good.
Just standing in the back, like, okay, when's the headliner? Like,
What time is it? Does anyone have a clock on?
Everyone grab 9.
It's 9? Okay, we have an hour.
no, it's not. It's 59.
Okay.
Oh shit, hour and 1.
Um,
All right, I will leave you guys to it. It was nice to meet you all.
We're gonna practice our song, practice load in and load out. So, see you around.
All right, see you guys.
Dabba dabba ding.
Song number 11, give us counting. I feel like we're gonna at least need like one more for sure, just to get the songs that we have not practicing so much yet. Anyway, let's play Unfathomable.
Hey, everything sounded good on that one. Is there like a transition from that solo into the next riff?
Yeah, it just.
I was like, I didn't know if that was like a malfunction over here. Or...
Okay, so how the solo is supposed to go is. Me speaking there in the microphone would be what he's playing while I'm doing the whole note there, and then we both come in. Right, that's how it's supposed to work.
Got it. It just didn't come through.
What?
It just didn't come through.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We haven't really played that one at all.
It sounded good though. You guys are good.
Yeah. Alright, Unfathomable time. Before you guys start uploading and taking everything off, could you get a timer for us? Yeah. And tell us when to start. When you hit the start on the clock, we're gonna upload everything over by that car. And as soon as every piece of our kit is off the stage, stop the clock. Then we're gonna do it in reverse and play a fake show. Yeah. Tell us when you're ready. Or rather, tell us when you start.
All right, go ahead.
Do you want my help?
Yes. With the drum. Okay. How's that?
128.
Is that with some grace?
Yeah, that's with like a couple after.
128 with some grace. That's pretty quick. We did it under a minute and a half. That's good. Alright. Now the same thing in reverse. Not yet, right? Tell us when.
All right, let's go.
Yep.
You gotta bring it all set.
Yeah.
Wrong way.
You know, what's our time at right now?
I think like 3. Yeah, almost 3 minutes.
Said 3?
Almost 3, yeah. We're at 250.
Okay. So,
So 257.
what?
257.
257? Our time off is really good. We had like 2 minutes off last time we did that, right?
The only thing, bring in is I have to set it up properly.
Yeah, you can just throw it anywhere when you're sitting down. 3 minutes is like fine, but it's not optimal. We probably want to get it like 2. But I guess it doesn't really matter right now because we need to fill a 30-minute set, and the set up time is going to eat into that, so it kind of works in our favor almost.
Yeah. All I bring is the rug so I can put it down on it. You guys bring me my stuff and I'll just set it.
Yeah. Also, I think since it's always going to be your time is like always going to be the contributing factor, probably every single person should move the drums first. Just get the kit ready ASAP, and then we all move our stuff up.
I think that's good.
Let's do a mock show and then do it again.
Should we get it in first just to practice?
We're good, but we have to tear down, tear up, as long as we can beat up.
I think we probably should just so that we're locked in.
Yeah. Alright. Your job when we do live is going to be help him with this kit exclusively. You're his little minion. Okay. Start it whenever.
All right. Go.
On the clock.
Oh wait, hold up. I didn't reset it. Go ahead.
Sorry, I had to reset it.
That'll be part of the setup because I'm going to do a drum jam. drum parts first when we get in, because that's going to be like the foundation pretty much. Very good.
Minute 14. Minute 14 or some grace. That's really good. We know how to get off the stage, fellas. At least we know that.
Well, I mean, we also have to take into account how far we're going to be moving.
Because I doubt it'll be this easy every time, you know?
I mean, like for smaller venues, it's pretty much exactly what I would expect.
Yeah.
But anything
For bigger venues, then we get grace period because it's a bigger venue, a bigger show, people care.
yeah, I guess so.
Alright, let's do the same thing in reverse. This time, remember our focus is get the kit set up.
And
That's
another
it.
thing, these two gotta go up first, because that's where everything centers around, so that I can put everything in the proper place.
So we'll start with the use of the base. Yeah.
Ready for time? Whenever it starts.
I will say, the idea was parking by the car, not there though, so we're getting a little bit of, free time.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
We are ready.
Go ahead.
That is a lot better.
You ready? Okay, what's the time?
2:30.
What?
2:35, but 2:30.
Yeah, that's a lot better. That's like acceptable, I think, 2:30.
Yeah.
How much of the last 30 seconds was spent adjusting? Do you think, like, us being on stage, the announcing thing, being like, hey, everyone, how's it going? Would you be locked in. Pretend that there's a live audience over there.
Hi.
Also, hey, you're not part of the audience. You're up here with us. Come here. Okay, we're now fully locked in. Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming out tonight. Here's some rambling, I would say, other stuff based on the venue that we're playing right now and how thankful I am everyone's here and how great this place is. But I'm not going to do that because this is imaginary. Anyway, here's our first song. It's called And our next song here that we have for you guys tonight is called Dissipation. Stuff. Anyway, here's our next song. Ready for the grave. good it's been coming out to here and playing songs and stuff. And then we go straight into our next song, which is Immortal.
What you said?
Immortal. As for our next song, I think you guys are gonna like this one. We're gonna get real crazy and real fast here. This one's called Dagger Slash Throat. I paid a lot more attention to the drums that time instead of trying to like honestly, I think that's what it was. I was paying attention to trying to hear my guitar, but I just like try to hear and off of his drums instead. That's something I actually can hear, so I think that's a step in doing that. Anyway, at this point in the show, we're gonna bring out one of our classics, assuming that you guys have listened to us before. It's called Ride Across.
We've been a band for 8 years now.
Yes, we've been a band, we've been touring for 15 years, and we've sold millions of copies.
And 47
This song alone